Yeah, welcome you to this episode of the Bisicast number 43. Sorry for the slight delay. Technical issues. Not really technical, but you know, the issues that had to be solved within the family. Hope you understand this. Also, I'm doing this now on Thursday this week because on Tuesday there was no chance. Yeah, hope you'll still enjoy. Let me check, let me put out the link. First track I'm playing tonight is actually Dusky with Boat. I know that one. I guess it's out for long already, but I definitely wanted to give it a play. I guess I heard it on Criteria or something. I really like the idea behind it. Hey Louis, great to tune in. I have to, even Facebook doesn't work. Unfortunately, I'm using SoundCloud and Firefox as a browser, and I'm having troubles with a plugin with an add-on because Firefox updated to version 57 and NoScript doesn't work anymore, at least not till the end of the week. So yeah, sorry for that. It's gonna take up some time now. Luke is here, great to tune in. I'm gonna share quickly on Twitter. Yeah, feel free to share and yeah, stay tuned of what I'm going to tell you tonight. We're coming up an extensive or extended review of the Tonja Holma EP. Brand new guy from Sweden. No, I was just kidding on my Insta story. Of course, it's Eric Pritz. It's an already known alias by him. It's like his fourth one next to Eric Pritz, Prida, and Cyrus D. And the new Steve Angello EP that's coming out in a few hours, at least our time here in Europe. Paradiso, I don't even know how to translate that. So yeah. Give me a second. Nothing works here. It's insane. No matter what I do. Rodrigo is here, thank you so much. Sean is here, Luke is here, thank you so much for joining. Yeah, what I like very much about this track, it's really, although it's kind of a deepish vibe, techie vibe, it's still, it's like very interesting theme, or interesting like main topic, main lead. So although you might think it's techno, it's actually all throughout progressive. So I enjoy that one a lot. No, I don't want to do a selfie. Oh, sorry, no. That looks weird. I know what. I have to do it for my Insta story. I have to, the more the merrier, right? So yeah, always nice to have you some more here and discuss, what I'm talking about. I guess that's the most important thing here. And once again. I like that one. I guess when that was dropped. Oh, I wrote nowhere. Never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link, of course. By the way, all my past Bisicasts up on, I guess until episode 39 are up on my YouTube. I'm gonna link that. because I would really like you to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy what I'm doing, because when I have like 100 followers, or subscribers, I can have my own link, which would be of course cool, because unfortunately I started to kind of upload all my rips on the wrong channel, and I had to kind of start from scratch again. I mean, I still have 26, but it's actually very little. Yeah, nevertheless, I wanted to play this Dusky track because I really enjoyed it, and yeah, let me drop the link quickly for you. And then we're having what else do we have this week? Maybe I'm gonna play the new one by Amtrak. I really enjoyed that one, to kind of, you know, make keep things rolling on a techie level. Valero is here, great to tune in. What I like about Amtrak, it's a bit dreamy tech house. It's like tough to describe sometimes. Here his track together with Durante, Pray. Yeah, the episode will be very messy, so don't worry about it. I'm actually not prepared at all. This is like, you know, the point I'm trying to make sometimes. Sometimes I have, you know, like have an idea of doing a Bisicast like 1 or 2 hours prior to the show. And this is out on openers. Oh, it's not even released yet. This is interesting. It says the 24th of November. Or maybe it is out for free, I don't know. Check it out for yourself, because I mean, I guess sometimes, you know, like it is enough that then, you know, if I give you a SoundCloud link, then, you know, then you'll find. Hey everyone, hey Olindo, hey Sony, haven't heard from you in a while. I hope you're doing well there in Mexico. Olindo, like yesterday, like I'm still like how to phrase this? No, surprised is not even the word. Like, it's impressed, or I'll say. Olindo, the Humans Shazam tracks played once somewhere, and you already know the title and who played it. And someone plays an ID, you know instantly who it is. All I can say is actually that I'm not like that. No, that's all I can basically say. You surprise me every time. Yeah, by the way, I'm still buzzing from the show, basically. Because yesterday's Quartier was very nice. I listened to it today while preparing my interpreting conference. And it was, yeah, I really liked the episode. So, lots of, you know, techie vibes. You know, really enjoyed it a lot. So, yeah, by the way, that's not a haircut. This is just, like kind of hair gel style, whatever, something in my hair, because, well, I have 2 long ones, and it looks shit if only like the back is like going up. Yeah. Well, for my show, I don't know, like, we're like so diverse now, like, because I'm only doing the released tracks, and I don't know any of the unreleased ones. Like, for example, in a few minutes I'm gonna touch on the Tonja Holma EP, and what I'm going to do, or actually, one of these tracks, I don't know which one, is already 10 years old, because it was played in an essential mix, and yeah. Thank you so much. Obviously, no, I'm not looking good. I'm looking tired. I'm looking, well, exhausted, I would rather say, because I have to do an oral exam next week, and I have to like kind of find a topic and talk about it, and I don't even know if I found a good one, a correct one. So yeah, gonna be very fun. Not next week. So yeah, fingers crossed for me. Yeah, I'm writing Steve Angello and Marcel is coming. Sup? Yeah, I guess it was Global or the other one. It's 10 years already. No, or I'm insane. Yeah, by the way, this kind of style of hair, this hairstyle, by the way, why are we talking about me? We should talk about the music. It's actually from one of my friends. One of my favorite friends at school really had hair like that, and I kind of imitated his style, and it kind of kept. So Dan Kruger, when you're watching, yeah, that's still your style. Like it's very sad actually. Having a tough time finding friends outside here. You're all my friends, of course, but you know, like you're not Indiana. You should be, but you're not. You're disappointing me. All of you. Come here. It's the best city in the world. No, just kidding. Stay where you are. Send it in the DM for me, Tom. Would be, I guess, the best. Oh wait, didn't I play it last time? I'm not sure. Yeah, but it fits the best. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you got way longer hair than I have. Or shorter, I don't even know. Sorry for that. It's been a while that I've been at your place. Wait, let me check if I played it. Because I can't remember. Yeah, I played it last week, so check it out. It's over on my Twitch. So either Twitch or YouTube. Yeah, I wanted actually to mention my YouTube channel. So for all of you that are inside, subscribe to my channel, please, on YouTube, because it will give you like you can rewatch all the shows I do. Sometimes I have to mute a few tracks because, well, YouTube. But it's always good to have like to have it on several channels, because I really enjoy what I do. So to get over my channel, give me a second. It's all messy in here. So what else can I play before we start off? Actually, the point is, unfortunately, that this week is very messy, and I like can't do million stuff at once. Let me check. Of course, what I can play as well is, of course, a track that you all will like. There was the track that was that was played as the last track yesterday on Criteria Radio. Yeah, Tom, sorry for that. Like I can't write any everybody whose track I played. That's why it's like I play like 20 or 25 tracks on my show, so like can't write everybody. Hey Sakos, great to tune in. This is also Leandro da Silva. This is a huge honor. Thank you so much. Of course, if you're having something that you want me to play, or any demo lying around or whatever, just send it to me. It's always very welcome. Where is my channel? Okay. Oh wait, I have an idea. There we go. So, this is my channel link. It's very, very long. The more the merrier, right? So let me just put it in here. Everything is so messy. Like I have like 1,000 tabs open. It's horrible. Yeah, I really like the drum mix by Sia because I was a bit, how to say this, a bit scared, because like I listened to their Symphony remix by Clean Bandit, and I was very upset because they copied mistakes, just put it into another tune or other pitch, whatever, and The problem is that that I was in the word because like there are people that are taking a huge effort into their remixes and some don't, but this is actually way better one. I really like feeling the melody, and I was just listening to this in the car, so on the way back home, and I was like very how to say this, like a bit melancholic, I guess, like because this is like melodic prog house, I would call it. So like the kind of progressive house that I like, but like very melodic touch. And of course the vocals are amazing as well. So also the breakdown, I really like the breakdown. So they really like make the best out of it. So it was one of my favorite tracks of their Anjuna Beats Worldwide mix that they have. So everything's so messy. Yeah, this is the link to the track. It's so great that so many tune in to discuss the releases, because this is like, what this should be about. Yeah, very uplifting, the second drop, but very enjoyable still. So also mixing, mastering, absolutely great. So not too loud. Every low, mid, high is where it should be. So yeah, and the vocals, like you said, are simply making up the track for me, basically. It's the love you feel. And also they're having a very long outro, which is very cool. The outro goes for almost 2 minutes. So it depends on whether you want to call this part here now the first drop or the outro already. I guess for me it's the outro already. So yeah, they really like took the progression, build it up, to the max basically. So very great. So yeah, more of this here, I hope. Yeah, I heard this Paul and Gigo remix already, but this is not released yet. By the way, Gigo is funny because one of my professors at the university is also called Gigo, and I don't like him. Okay, Kami is also here, great that you tune in. And now we are heading to the Tonja Holma EP. So there's a lot to talk about because something happened on the Reddit forum. There, I'm like a silent reader there, so I don't have. I guess I made up an account, but I don't know. I never came around to write there because there are people on the Reddit account of Eric Pritz. There are people they're supporting Eric Pritz for 20 years already. So you have to be really careful in what you're saying. But unfortunately, something happened there. That someone was pranking Eric Pritz and the whole community by uploading 4 files on a file hoster and then writing Tonja Holma EP leaked. It was all a joke. It all started on Discord, and someone you can read that up on the Reddit forum that that Eric Pritz, was responding to him saying, "Oh wow, that's you. And you are an administrator of the site. I would never think of you like that. I'll never set in a single foot in this forum again." Which is of course very sad because if this really happens, so it was all a joke, and I hope that Eric will come back to the forum because he's having a huge community. And also, I guess many people think that loads and loads of fans are begging him to release stuff because he's, a producer that doesn't have to release music because he's his legacy is already so big. He's having such a huge fan base that even, you know, listen to rips, for example, for 10 years until a track comes out. Yeah, and so on and so forth. But I'm gonna focus on Tripleton now. Or maybe first, what is Tonja Holma about? Because I don't even know yet, or I just had to think about it, because I heard of him, of course. I knew that this was his alias, but there were no tracks released, so it was all IDs basically. And nobody really knew who Tonja Holma was. And to me, Tonja Holma, if you listen closely to his music, is like the minimalistic brother, I would call him, of Prida. So Eric Prydz has those 4 aliases. We know it: Eric Prydz, Prida, Cyrus D, and Tonja Holma now. And Tonja Holma is the closest related, I guess, to Prida. Because Eric Prydz is for his huge vocal hits, like, for example, Liberate, Generate, and all that stuff. And Prida is for his melodic, uplifting stuff, like this whole EP last or like 2 years ago. And also Stay With Me is coming out next week, his new single. And then I guess I would closely relate Tonja Holma to Prida. It's more like minimalist, it's still progressive, it's still melodic, melancholic also I guess. And yeah, the closest related to Prida, because it's still like having the progressive vibes. Because Cyrus D is really something different, because Cyrus D is really brutal, strong, techno, industrial techno almost, but the best techno out there, at least in my opinion. So if I was to play a techno set, I would only play Cyrus D tracks, because, you know, it's rough, it's still, you know, I'm still having this kind of Eric Prydz, it has still, you know, the Eric Prydz feeling to it, like Prida feeling to it, all his Cyrus D tracks. So let's say, or I wanted to ask you guys whether you have like different opinions on that, but in my opinion, I guess, if you listen, for example, to this track, it's a good example, Tripleton, the first track of his EP, out on Prida Presents, this week, Minimalistic Brother of Prida. What are your opinions on it? I would, you know, be very interested. But, you know, I really like this part. So, you know, in general, as always, what I'm saying is, what I love about progressive house is simply I can both dance my ass off to this music, totally freak out, be in a trance, basically, and at the same time I can, you know, just sit back in the chair or somewhere, or in the car and just chill, listen to that, and just chill, you know? So, you know, it's really amazing. So I'm very thankful that that Prida is releasing this, because, well, Eric Prydz, because it's not very usual that we get stuff like that. So yeah, great to agree on that. There you go. So yeah, although Eric Prydz has 4 different aliases, he has only one SoundCloud page. This is Eric Prydz, or Eric-Prydz. And there you can find all the tracks, or at least the previews. By the way, this is very nice, because the preview is 6 minutes 36 long, and the track is long, almost 9 minutes, so very typical. Someone wrote here, this reminds him of Dan Mouse Jadet. Also very interesting view on that. Yeah, Eric Prydz, or General Tonja Holma, has a lot related to Dan Mouse. So they're, you know, doing shows together, on festivals. Unfortunately, I didn't make it to anyone yet. I was very happy that I saw him this year on a Summer Story Festival in June in Madrid. Yeah, but all in all, what can I say more about this track? It's taking you on a journey, simply. Like you like can, you know, sit back on the chair, fall into this trance. I really like the main lead. It's like there's not much behind this main lead. So we have this, but also like this kind of almost stringy kind of melody. When you like listen to that again. This na da 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 da. Yeah, those strings really make up the track, especially like in the second part from 6 minutes on. So yeah, so coming back to this story, what happened on the Reddit forum, it's just very sad that Eric Fritz reacts like that, because it's obvious that it was a joke. So, but yeah, because actually they brought in like four tracks of this kind of audio meme, but it's still copyright content, and this is not allowed to put on Reddit. I guess next up, Olindo will like this one because it's called Spanish Delight. And I guess indeed it's a Spanish Delight. So this one is, I guess, even more minimalistic, kind of bit like acid, I would even say, than Tripleton. Sabrina is also here. Thank you so much for joining. John Ross Jr. as well. Yeah. This is one of these tracks. When I was listening to that in the car, I'm fascinated by Eric. How little he needs to get a vibe going. Like, there's nothing in there. There's a bass line, there's a lead, a very simple one, and a kick with a really strong sub, fitting into the vibe, the groove, and that's it. This guy's crazy. I mean, that's what I thought. Insane how little you need to get a vibe going. And I'm, so sad that this kind of electronic music is not accepted by the mainstream anymore. Because, when I was starting listening to electronic music, this was the standard. Everybody was dancing to this in the clubs. And today, what is electronic music about today? It's about trends. And, I'm very, very sad of this development. Everybody's asking about my hairstyle. No, it's not. It's just Haargel, gel in the hair. It's not much. It's because they are already too long, and I'm too lazy to go to the hairstylist. Oh, Mr. from Havagan Lawn joined in, Ricardo. Great that you tune in. Yeah, doing fine. I'm currently reviewing the Tonja Holma EP. It was out on that's out on Prida Presents, it's called. This is like his new sub-label to Prida Recordings, Chris Record. And very interesting. Also, 1 minute he's starting with this kind of acid-esque lead, and there comes the hi-hat in, and later there also come in the there it comes. It's more like a kind of guitarish melody. So yeah, this is a great example of true amazing progressive house. I love it. Yeah, it would be great. I'm always, you always feel free to send some promo. It's always very good. Oscar Sick also joined. Great that you tune in. Haven't heard from you in a while. Swedish boy. So yeah, I'm like, I really love this EP because it shows really like what progressive house is capable of doing, because he's still the master, right? So yeah, it's massive progressive. He always will be, I guess, for many of us, and that's why I'm always very happy that he's releasing music, especially for people like me, or like all the hardcore Eric Fritz fans really want to have full tracks and also play them, in their DJ sets or whatever. It's always great to release some music, and finally, Eric Fritz is starting to realize that there is a demand for that, and yeah, this little phaser, and then drops again. Yeah, hypnotic almost. Yeah, it's like my favorite kind of style. Like I could write poems about it, but I'm not a poet, and I'm not able to write poems. I can't and can rhyme in like tightly. And now the guitar again after 30 seconds. Sick. Absolutely sick. Nothing to add to this. So, yeah, really, now DCP on Beatport supported because it's worth the money. Because, you know, it's really like, I guess a track is €2.60, but, you know, it's every track is like at least 7 minutes. So, you know, it's worth the money. So that's actually why I would never actually buy any like radio edits or so on Beatport. I mean, they're rare there anyway. Yeah, but just for the lols. Sick. You know, it always, you know, also takes time to kind of let the track finish. Yeah, to always like come up with something. How can I finish the track? You know, just building it down slowly. Yeah, the third track of this EP is different from the other ones because it's not starting with an intro, like not an intro with a kick, but it's like builds up for 3 minutes. So it's not like Opus, but like, you know, like there's a kind of a instrumental intro. Andre also joined. Thank you so much for joining in. 11 people are in. I'm very happy that you all are interested in my reviews, because last week it was a little less. Yeah, some fans criticized that this track was the intro of an Essential mix by Eric Pritz. I can't remember which one, because I'm going, of course, to drop all the links. First Spanish Delight. Thank God he put it up on SoundCloud. And yeah, for those 12 people that are in, feel free to subscribe to my channel on YouTube, where I'm going to upload all the shows after airing, and of course feel free to share the stream so that more people can watch. Gianni's in, Max is in. Thank you so much for joining. And yeah, this track that is called Loco. So this is like Spanish for crazy. At least I hope it is. Am I right, Olindo? You're the Spanish guy here. Oh man. Yeah, having this 3-minute intro. Yeah, something I don't really want to touch on as much. It is, you know, interesting. It has actually those 128 BPM still, like a little sub in the background. And after 3 minutes of those almost ambient sounds, I would even say, we are heading over to the track itself. I'm going to identify the Essential mix, which Essential mix it was. Yeah, for example, Tonja Holma, Spanish Delight, was already played in 2013, 4 years ago. So, yeah. That's actually, you know, all the tracks behind it. Yeah, it just came to my mind that, by the way, that Pride of Friends isn't existing anymore. From 2007. Thank you so much, Max. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, and that was, I guess, combined with the track. Yeah. With the track Tombax, and it was way better back then. So this track was played in 2007, 10 years ago, and released today. This is, I guess, even worse than Shadows. Shadows was, I guess, only 7 years. Because it was played first time in 2005 and released in 2012 on his album. So, you know, sometimes, you know, stuff takes time. And the drop. Yeah, that one I enjoy a lot as well. it has a bit more power than Spanish July and Tripleton. Although I guess the intro is a bit too much for me. And also like this is a track you can't really play out of context. So, for example, when it's about Opus, Opus is a clear case because you have to play it from start to finish. Because otherwise, Opus wouldn't kind of Opus has like it's kind of it gives out the power when you play it in full. So with the intro, with the drop, with the fill, with the second drop, and then with the outro for 9 minutes. Yeah, 10 years and 4 months. It's insane. Yeah, I'm surprised that. This is a great idea, Olindo, to use it as an alarm clock. Yes. I can actually think of this as well. Because like for me, like getting up in the morning is for me the worst part. Like because I would rather stay in bed for 2 more hours, and unfortunately way too often do it like that. Oh, it's 10 years and 8 months. Never mind. Way too long. That's for sure. Yeah. But yeah, this is like a great track, like also like in the background sound. So yeah. The outro is very funny. Because it has like kind of like an alarm kind of sound to it. Yeah. Also great, his last track, Global. Now I'm gonna drop you in the comments as well, or in the description if you're watching on YouTube later on. Yeah. What is to say about this? So it has this one standard 1 minute intro, but I liked it as well when it dropped. So I guess I listened to it just in the car when I was on the way home. Harry's watching as well. Thank you so much for joining. Reminds me a lot of one of his Prida EP tracks. I guess the second track of Volume 3. Damn, I forgot what it was. Give me a second. Soul. Yeah, exactly. So Prida Soul. Check it out. It's very OMG, because he's not the most important one. Eric Priest is more important to me. Sorry about that. Marcel. You're not the king here. I am. This is like part where this is my show and I can decide what to play and not and when. Yeah. Also here. Sneaky melody, I would say. So I guess something very unusual for Eric Prydz to use a melody like that. It's a very quick melody, right? So something we would rather use in groove or in this kind of funk recording stuff, So quick melody is always good, for quick tracks. So like 3 to 4 minute tracks. Yeah. I like the sup of the kick. Very, very simple. We like put it going. There's a true woo sound to it. Rip headphone users. And there comes the claps. Yeah, the claps are typical Prida claps. We know that. So yeah, when I been listening to this track and this part came in with the claps, I instantly knew, wow, those are Prida claps. So clear. Wow. Yeah, then we come to the breakdown. Also a very typical Prida-esque melody, I would say. It's kind of like organs playing, like filtered organs. Very nice. And then that's the drop. The third one, basically. And he's keeping those organs. Very nice. Though I gotta say, I prefer the first and the second drop, and not this one that much. But you know, if you want to kind of be experimental, this is fine as well. Yeah, so all in all, Eric, please stop being a bitch, or diva, and yeah, you know, collaborate with the fans again, because the fans are all you have. And well, yeah, more music. So I hope that more is coming from him, no matter which alias, because you know I've been listening to the on-off remix of Prida a lot as well. The on-off Prida remix, one of my favorite tracks this year for sure. Because in December I'm definitely gonna do a kind of review of, actually a mix of my favorite tracks of the year. Can't wait to show you that. And yeah. Now, coming to the part where most of you were waiting, Steve Angello. Chapter 3, Paradiso, however you pronounce it, is out in a few hours. I got the tracks here already, and yeah, so first of all, maybe before I start, what I'm getting a bit sad about is because I was the other day I was on Steve Angello's Instagram again, and as you know, he deleted all the Instagram pictures he had on the profile, and he actually right now on Instagram. Yeah, maybe I can show you that. You will see it now mirrored later on. I'll mirror it back so everything will be correct. So when you look for Steve Angello on Instagram, then there are 3. Actually, now there are more, because now he actually having actually 6 now. So we have Paradiso, Genesis, Inferno, Paradiso, and the stories behind it. So, and that actually made me think of size. Because what I actually am a bit sad about, and I guess not only I am sad about, but other people as well, that Steve Angello has basically nothing to do with size anymore. At least it looks like it. So, like, you know, this is all like my opinion and like my view on that, because, you know, we grew up on size, or those people that are supporting size since 2005, and I know there are some. I'm supporting Belief since 2010 or 2011. You know, like Steve was a part of size. He was the owner, he was the boss, and he was representing size. And he's not representing size anymore, at least not on social media, at least what it looks like, because that's, to me, like, has nothing to do with size, which, you know, is very sad. I mean, there are still releases, good releases, not saying anything against it, but, you know, for, you know, my view on, you know, how to present a label, how to represent a label, it's better that you be visible for the label. I mean, it is fine to do what you want, but yeah, well, I don't know, like give out another representative for the label, and not, you know, just stay in the dark. This is my opinion on it, because I would rather see Steve Angello, you know, being the boss of size again. He's at least not visible anymore, which is to me very sad. Size has a huge legacy for our scene, for our, like, kind of progressive house scene. Oh, someone is getting mad. Yeah, you know, Marcel, I guess you're getting mad. Of course, you have kind of a different approach to him, you know, personally. And those, you know, those all... My opinion is, you know, based on that, what I see on what I see in the scene. If you're having more information, yeah, just tell me, and maybe we can discuss this. But this is like the view I have. Maybe some others have this view as well. So yeah, you know, just let me know. So maybe back to him. Actually, because one track I kind of like of this EP, Break Me Down. We're gonna start with this. Yeah, great to know. You're having a very, like, opinion on that. Yeah, but I believe Skrillex is also another example. Deadmau5 as well. Who's representing Size now? This is a good question. Yeah. Yeah, now he's actually the same, right? So yeah. We're having actually no representative of Size now whatsoever, I believe. At least not a visible one. This is, what I'm talking about. Visible one. And like someone that, is going out, telling, on Insta story, wherever, hi, I'm this and that guy from Size Records, download the new track, I don't know, Promised Land Papaya that's coming out in December, right? For example. For example, because Sabrina is here, Sabrina is the owner of Size Family, and, she's kind of depending on the content, right? So, the more, work with the fans together, the more, kind of a community feeling we're gonna have. And I'm missing that on Size. So, yeah. Isn't it tomorrow? Yeah. Wasn't it December? Okay, sorry. Then it is tomorrow. Sorry for that. I might, have seen it something else or wrong information, whatever. Then it is tomorrow. So let's go with Break Me Down. Coming back to. I can be very critical about this, basically. Because I believe what I hear on the second kick of the drop is this Wagonen's SF34 sample, like FX. This is already worn out as hell. But yeah, in general, very nice. Steve Angello is not like that, so he's not really, looking for him. I guess from this side it's better. Yeah, this is an outro. What do you mean, Sharif by Rivers? I would like to know that. There's a little outro, I would say. But like when we listen to this closely, wait, give me a second to find this. This what I'm looking for. Wait. Yeah, this part here. So this is going to be like very funny now. Zu schnell. Yeah, it's a bit too long, sorry. Too short, basically. So this here. Do you hear this in the background? What this is basically. I mean, I believe what it is. Oh my goodness. Do I have this? Oh my goodness. I don't believe that I have this. To find it that quickly. It's called Veganance Sample Pack SF34FX, something like this. Yeah, this is very overused. I'm very actually surprised that Steve is using this because emo, in my opinion, not very necessary. Also, like for this kind of, for this kind of how to say this, context of the track. Ayumi Dark River. I don't even know. But yeah, yeah, and I actually wanted to compare this to Nova, the track by Paris and Simo, because they're using a very similar synthi. Actually, this is the kind of a track that made me think of that. For some reason, my internet is now very slow. I don't know why. Give me a second. Or maybe this is enough already. Yeah. So not this part here, but this part reminds me a lot of this. The synth is like a bit more, but like kind of the vibe and everything, like it's very very similar. The background synth, if you like listen to that. Like it's not like critique or anything, Sean, but I don't know. It's like why? No need. Maybe to sound so that the drop drops a bit more epic. I don't know. Like it's because it's very unusual that it's used on the second kick and not on the first one. So yeah. But like if you use it, because like for I don't hear there's much procession like on this sample. So I'm sure it's not going. It's not. It's not. How to say this? It's not untouched. I mean, there's definitely simply something done with this, but like it doesn't like sound to me like it's done like that. Okay, you're all crying, screaming, dopamine, I want to hear dopamine. Yeah, okay. You're gonna hear dopamine, featuring Barnes Courtney. I don't know this guy, to be honest, the vocalist. Also, the vocalist on Break Me Down is not mentioned, or like not featured, which is strange. So I'm not a huge fan of the vocals, to be honest. I don't know, like they are there. They are very minimalistic. but I don't know, there's nothing going on for like 1 minute 15 seconds. So maybe if you're like kind of, you know, if you're feeling it, then it's fine. But for me, I need some action. I need like something, you know, that's something progressive. You know, vocals, it's very tough. It's very tough, you know, like to put on progression on vocals. Because vocals are ready, you know, to go to sing, so. And also, like, what I'm not very happy with is that the drops are 30 seconds long. So, very interesting. There are very diverse opinions on this track. So some say that's nothing for me. Some say it's all about emotions on this track, and I feel them. Then, you know, then the instrumental is a way different one. Yeah, that's why one side is kind of giving this track a genre, and they call the genre retro wave. So. Yeah, it's not really something for me. But you know, Steve, you know, is, you know, feeling free whatever he wants to do, and all that. So you know, if he's enjoying it, then you know, feel free to do whatever you want. But yeah, my opinion, especially on size, which is, you know, like makes me a bit upset. But you know, well, can't change it. So well, I hope that you enjoyed my kind of review. I like actually there's not too much to talk about, because simply that it's not my style, that I'm not feeling it as much. But I understand you all that fans of Steve Angello, and some are listening and, you know, like interested in what I have to say about this. You know, it's fine. So like if it moves you, very cool. I can accept that. So it's not like, you know, it's not like Steve Angello is not doing hardstyle, for example, now, because then, you know, I can hate on him for hours. But you know, like, if I kind of get what he wants to transport with this music, the kind of vibe he wants to kind of feel, or actually give you know, to the listeners, and yeah, that's fine. Okay. I guess right now we going to to play maybe some more music. other genres as well. I have some crazy stuff still, so you definitely have to stay tuned. Actually, no, I haven't heard it yet. If so, then I believe you, because they ruined More Than You Know as well, in my opinion. And I'm listening to it every day, 3 times on the radio at work. Of course they're doing More Than You Know Part 2. What have you thought of? Milk the money cow. Milk it. Yeah, more money. Yeah, this is also like why Axel and Grosso are like so like disappointing for me. Like it's why Axel? Like by the way, I was asking you on Insta story. Was it, when was that? 2 days ago, like at 2 a.m. when I was going to sleep. Are you missing XOL remotes? And I did a survey on my Insta story, and the options were yes and fuck yes, and actually more people choose yes over fuck yes, which is well, interesting for me. I'm missing him a lot actually, and maybe I play this track to you. Wait, they changed Dreamer? Yeah, they changed it. Could be. Before we go on, a bit of legacy here. I would say, if I can find it, because the track I was referring to is "Hometown Glory" by Axwell, and yeah, I really enjoyed that one. I guess you can't even find it on the internet. I was looking for it, and damn, yeah, I really enjoyed that one. Not again. Of course they are ruining the music for us. Of course. I mean, like I'm not even surprised, because you know, like on that point, yeah, it's like you're all getting upset about this, but to me this is not a surprise. So because you know I'm having such a pragmatic view on the scene, and you know if something works, why change it? Or then you know you just adjust it. You know, I don't. I have it. Don't worry about it, Marcel Brice. I have it here. This was just for all other of you people. So by accident, yeah, exactly. I was looking for a track by 2 German rappers, Town, die nie schläft. It's called, so the town that never sleeps. And then I was looking through my MP3 files, and I found this again. And it's simply amazing. I love it. And I want this Axwell back, not a fucking More Than You Know Axwell. You know what gets me upset about Axwell is that he doesn't have to do that. It's just, I don't know, I mean, doesn't he have enough money? I mean, this is like the point I'm trying to make here. Why is this important? Only to stay relevant? Only to be a headliner at festivals? He doesn't need to be like that. Like, I'm so sorry, guys. Like, I'm so disappointed. And not since yesterday or since today, but, you know, like, in general. Yes, I do, Gochman. Although I haven't heard it. Because I don't care. I like the sub on the kick. So simple. Damn. Yeah, sorry, I didn't drop the links for Break Me Down. I'm gonna, I guess, wait till tomorrow till it comes out somewhere, and then put it in somewhere. Yeah. You know, at this point, I'm so like disappointed of Axwell. I'd rather play something old by him. So yeah. And now there's my favorite part coming. There's like, this is the headbanging part. Show the moves. Yeah, I will. Unfortunately, because I can't stand still in this track. It was, for a long time, it was one of my favorite tracks in this city. enjoyable. Also, like when he comes into the third drop, then he adds, you know, this beautiful vocals by Adele. Back then she was very young, she was 19. This has some groove to it, really. Back from 2009, I guess. It's very old already. In the city. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I remember. Yes, there was one. Yeah. And now this part as well. The Max Bisi is back. Yes. Huge fan of the white noise. White noise is so underrated. If used properly, it's sick. Also, I guess here at the end. Yeah, at the end as well. I will sample that at the end. Yeah, the extra I miss as well. Yeah, sad that actually he needs to make money. You know, like, you know, I'm thinking about why. This is like the point, because I guess he's having already enough. Also, he's having a family. It's better, you know, to retire. And, you know, just think of your family. Snake is also a good idea, yeah? Okay, a bit more, I would say, yeah, groove stuff. Like, I don't want to say big room or progressive or whatever, well. Which collab? By, you mean Axel and Eddie? Or who do you mean, Olindo? I would like to know. Yeah, you're not allowed anymore. Kiri Bushido, that was played, I guess, last week in Criteria. I enjoyed the track so much that I had to buy it. So support it on Beatport, for sure. I don't believe that Axel is doing a collaboration with Eddie. It wouldn't make any sense. I guess right now he's so into what? Why's my internet so slow? I don't even know. I don't know. But I want to play you a bit of groove house here, and also very enjoyable to dance to. But you know, I don't believe that Iconic selling in a collaboration with Axel. Time is over to do collaboration with Axel. Now he's so focused on Axel and Ross on the project that forget it. It's all about making money. So drop the link on Red Lizard Recordings, Kiri with Bushido. It's very funny because Bushido is a German rapper, but it has to do something with samurais. Damn, I'll make myself unpopular on the internet. Yeah, always, something, always. Yeah. There's something wrong with my internet. Oh. Yeah, why isn't Contender released? This is a good question, Sean. I don't know. This is what makes me upset. Because, well... Yeah. But, you know, the plan was to release Bingo Bango. I was very looking forward to it. But then, well... it didn't work out as much. Or they had troubles. By the way, Alex is yesterday, how is Kiba doing? Is everything alright with her? Are you spending some time together, some quality time together? I would really like to know her a bit better, but like, you know, there was no time. It's just very... I said it well. Yeah. So yeah, unfortunately, yeah, well, the point with all this cartel stuff is that it's, that, you know, Bingo Baggo was planned to be released in August, something like that, and then, well, it didn't work out with the label and all that, or management of Basement Jack, or whatever they're called. And right now, I guess even that it's gonna be even worse now because Spinnin' is not independent anymore. Spinnin' is now a label of was bought by Warner. So yeah, this is very sad to hear. I like that part. Damn. Yeah, I'm very sad about this. To be honest, like when I heard this, you know, the founder of Spinnin', I forgot his name, is gonna be now a very rich man, because you know how much music they released over the last years, and I believe Spinnin' is there since 2004 or so. Damn, insane. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this one. Yeah, very simple track. There's like this kind of acid-esque synthy going on and all that. Right now I want to play you the new No Mana remix. No Mana is like probably the craziest producer out there, like progressive house, prog house producer out there. Always coming up with some crazy sounds. I guess there's even one review up on my YouTube channel of his track a couple of weeks, or actually a couple of months ago already. Was it even a year ago? I can't remember anymore. Yeah, the point is, you know, you don't really know what they are doing, you know, like how many rights the sublabels of Spinnin' have. So this is the problem I see here. Check this out. Yes! The sub is doing damage here. Damn! I love it. Feed Me and Kill the Noise featuring Angelique, Crazy Maybe, the No Mana remix. I'm gonna drop this. Way more, Brockman. Way more. Some of them are even inactive now. Yeah, No Mana is crazy. Just as this track. I mean, you know, like I'm gonna try to. I hope that I can meet Chris during his gig in Munich on the 8th of December, so next month, and talk with him about this, because, well, this is, you know, something that we are concerned about. I mean, I even have it now on my T-shirt, and I can't, you know, rig it down. So. If cartel stops existing, then I'm having a problem. So yeah, this is the link that I'm dropping right now. Also, like, I'm not also very happy with the path that Sasumi is taking, because Sasumi like is doing, like, definitely with the last release by SOVTH, South, or however they're called. It was for a few days exclusively on Beatport, and then it was also for free download. Well, I have my sources. I also get the promos. For this one, I didn't get the promo for whatever reason. Maybe Chris forgot it and was busy. This part is as well very nice. Check out the sup of the kick. This is so sick. Damn. This fits very well in a techno set, I guess. Even it can fit very well. Man has always come up with those strange ideas. Look who joined, Jens Grünberg. This is a huge honor. Thank you so much for joining in. You mean X-Tone 100, the release? They're having already 100 tracks. I don't count them, to be honest. Yeah, you did. Actually, that's what I'm interested in. Do you have work now for X-Tone? Because I don't actually know. There's a track coming up of DOD, I guess. Or was it already released? It was already released. There's another one, I guess, coming up next as well. We're at 96. Okay. Always. Oh, great to hear. Most important thing is to have work, you know, as an artist like you are, then, you know, always good to have enough work. Yeah, oh, it's one more DOD coming out. Yeah, actually, you know, the point is this week I'm so actually, I don't know how to even say this, like, totally, I don't know, confused, like in general, because it was such a tough week and whatever. So after, you know, this a bit harder stuff, I guess we can go back to a bit more progressive. Fair Play released a new EP this week. Former Pride friend. And this track is called Matisse. So, not from Matisse and Sadko, but like the painter. Also very nice. Very enjoyable. So actually, I have no idea. You know, that will depend on whether Axwell or whoever is actually responsible at is interested in having, you know. I will drop you the Spotify link for this one, because it's the one I can find quickly. I really like the Synthie. David also joined in. Ready to tune in? Yeah, doing fine. Just a bit, well. Just a bit, you know, tired. I'm confused. I'm like everything. I don't believe it because Axwell and Grosso are now going in a way different direction. Very commercial. They're on the radio now. You know, I don't believe it. It would be nice. It would be nice for the fans, but it's simply now it's unreal because now everybody knows Axwell and Grosso from the radio, and they want to stay like that. They don't want to do anything for their legacy fans anymore. Which is of course very sad. But you know, this is just the reality of the pop business. It's all about the mass, it's all about radio, it's all about as many people as possible. This is, you know, what I criticize about general the EDM scene, because the EDM scene is all about that. And that's why I am taking a different approach on the scene, because you know, when too many people are interested in an artist, then they stop, you know, being a fan of the artist, or like, you know, just fans of the artist because it's now trend. So, you know, I'm a fan of Martin Garrix because it's trend. Everybody's a fan of Martin Garrix, or Axwell and Grosso now. Yeah, everybody's a fan of Axwell and Grosso now because More Than You Know. It's great. It's like, it's, you know, such a great song. I used to be like that as well, but that was me being 15 or 16. The latest. And then actually I started to listen to the music that I listen to today. With changes, of course. So right now I even focus even more now on progressive house than I used to be. But, or kind of, you know, I rediscovered it this year because I was so much into the groove scene, like for 3 years now. So basically, what happens to Axwell and Grosso now with More Than You Know is the same what happened to Avicii with Levels. Almost. Maybe not as intense, because unfortunately I haven't seen the documentary yet of of Avicii, so True Stories, I guess it's called. Because on the 2nd of November I was ill. I still had the cough and everything, and I couldn't watch it in the cinema. But you know, like back then, Avicii, you know, the point was, you know, he was so exhausted after those years of touring and all that, you know, it didn't work. And then, you know, he had like he stopped touring because like it was too much. And I don't know. As far as is Amy still their manager? Maybe some of you know. If she is, and it actually doesn't matter. Whoever the manager now of them is also very, very greedy and wants to make the most money out of this. I believe. It's all my opinion, you know. Like I don't know enough, you know, to give you like, information about this. So did you enjoy this Fair Play track? I did. Yeah, also the outro is very nice here. Yes! For years already, it's shown for me. For me also cried as the new Axwell, yeah. I guess I said that already like 2 years ago, I guess, as far as I remember. But you know, like it's... Klar is the new Axwell, yeah. I guess not as... I mean, it depends on what, like... Axwell had, you know, like many kind of phases, you know, of his of him being a producer, and I guess Klar is like doing way too much kind of future-based stuff, and not like this classical, you know, mainstream future-based, but like in general, like not as progressive as Axwell used to be on his remotes. And again, 10 people inside. Jesse and Luca already in. Thank you so much. Like, where are you coming out from? I'm in for like almost 1.5 hours. Damn, it's gonna be a long stream. David Torden, sick duo, air, or aire. How will you pronounce this? No. No way, no Sean, no. He's way better than Seb. Way better. No doubt about it. The point is about Sebastian Ingrosso, we don't know what he's doing in the studio. That's the point. I guess he came up with the melody for one or whatever, but I guess that's all we know. Tom Starr is a beast in the studio. Tom Starr is the best producer out there right now. No doubt about it. Not only production-wise, but also like when it's about the creatively-wise. So, creative-wise. He's like when he's remixing stuff, you know. Well, tomorrow I don't know what I'll do in the evening. Probably lay in my bed because tomorrow I have to work again, and on the weekend I have to study for my exam next week. What do you mean by that? Yeah, I have this wonderful picture with Tom at this one club. Also, I'm so like hyped for his track. Yeah, I really enjoy this kind of tribal drums in this one, because I haven't heard tribal drums by David Tord in a while. But the track I'm most hyped about is basically when we type in into. Well, let me just. I think this is too much at once. It's insane. Why internet? Why? Internet doesn't like me. Or the browser or whatever. I'm already new subscribers, I guess. Thank you so much for subscribing. The more the merrier. But I need to change it like for my because I have like a second account on SoundCloud or whatever. So when you open Tom Starr and Live at Protocol Recordings party, ADE party. The intro is simply sick. I love it. This I don't know, like this, like he samples. I believe. Wait, let me check. Like, I just want to drop the link to this David Tor track. That's actually why I'm sad actually that I can't make it to Tom Star's show in Prague on December the 9th, because I'm skiing then, and I will be very happy when I make it to Kreider like on December the 8th in Munich. So the intro, wait, no, not this one. But let's go. Nobody listen to techno, but I'm getting so hyped for this. Damn, you don't even know. Let's go. Nobody listen to techno, but let's go. This sample of Eminem. Sick. Like to come up with something like this, you know? I really like his set. There's like almost only IDs, and Mania was now released on Subtracks. Let's go. Nobody listen to techno, but let's go. Nobody listen to techno, but let's go. Like to sample it like that. This is. Rare that I play IDs on this show, but I'm really like. This was, I guess, one of my highlights during every time he dropped this track, and he always dropped it in the beginning of the set. Damn, I love this one so much. Rave. This track is screaming a rave. Like old school rave, like from the 90s. Sick, I love it. How can you update rave? Like, oh my goodness. With those kind of drums, with those kind of synthy. Sick. I love it. And this is a Tom Star ID, so we don't know any of the releases yet. I believe he's still working on it. The Aya. Yeah. So this is basically all we know about this track, because next up is Mania. I don't know where he played the track first, but like when he played that, like I was so excited, because I guess I heard it I guess on Olindo's channel for the first time. I guess it's sick track. Like very excited for this one. I hope that it's not gonna take too long. But you know, I keep it like that. I keep it like, you know, there's so much good music coming out, you know, for different moods. Sometimes I like something more progressive, sometimes I like something more like this, what we just heard. So, you know, it's alright. However you wanna, you know, however my taste, you know, feels like at the moment. So, what else are we having? Maybe something progressive. Because I should finish, because it's already very long. Or maybe, yeah, 2 more tracks. Alex White, No Matter What, 2015 version. Beautiful progressive one. Reminds me of us, of the old Arston stuff. Of course, as always, sponsored by, no, it's not sponsored by Fana Pure Icy. This is an icy with 0 sugar, 0 sweetness, and 0 calories. I can only recommend, it's the best thing out there, really. I'm so like kind of addicted to this stuff. It's insane. Oh yeah, Gokman, maybe I'll play your track as well, because you're asking for it. Of course I would. Alex White is from Sweden, as far as I remember, and this actually fits very well to his. So when I can stream it, because right now I'm not sure, because my internet is like kind of very strange now on my laptop. Yeah, you're right. But this track is from 2015, so yeah, it's a bit too loud when I listen to it like that. But I don't know, I kind of enjoy this kind of melody. Reminds me very much of Austin Empire. Of course, in way different mixing. But now I'm gonna do your track. because I want to finish the show because we're already on for so long. But guys, thank you so much for taking part of this, especially the Steve Angello review. It was crazy. There were like 12, 13 people in discussing. This is great, you know. So another track that Gockman, hope I pronounce your name correctly, suggested. Depeche Mode, Enjoy the Silence, the Jack Wolf remix. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the vocal, although Tom Starnes tried to remix it once, but I'm not a huge fan, because Depeche Mode is like something, you know, that stands for itself. Rodrigo can send me some, but I'm not gonna play them tonight anymore, because I'm on for over 1.5 hours now, and I want to actually finish, because... yeah. It's a bit too strong in the highs and the mids. Like the lead is not there where it should be. Yeah. I would, you know, like center the lead a bit more, like so that it's more intense. The kick is good, but it's just not, the melody is not there where it, like the main lead melody is not there where it should be. But you know, nice take, but you know, today, you know, you have to be very careful with the mixes, so either it's really good or just, you know, garbage. So it's something in between, but you know, very nice. Or actually, you know, very fine, whatever you feel like. I wanna finish with this, very minimalistic, Adrian Lux, All Around the Dub Mix. I guess it's, the dub remix, I guess it's even a free download. And I guess this track, very minimalistic one, almost techno, it's great to finish the show. So thank you guys so much for taking part in this mix. It was a lot of fun. There's actually the Steve Angello, you know, was it was kind of a, you know, a very quick decision. So yeah. And I guess this track by Adrian Lux, or this remix, is actually a great way to end. Hashtag scuba flying to end our show. Yeah. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel on YouTube. The more the merrier. And yeah, I'm gonna restream it. I guess in around an hour on Twitch. I guess, and then gonna export it to YouTube. So when you like feel like it's better to watch it on YouTube, then of course go to YouTube. And also, like, you know, you can also feel free to leave the comments there. And you can follow me on Twitch as well. But you know, the streams are there online only for, I guess, 14 days max, if I don't do highlights. So I have to be actually quick now on the highlights. Yeah. Highlights. But if I don't do any highlights, then the video gets like lost. And then I have to restream it again, whatever. Yeah, thank you so much, Vacuum, and it's actually only hard, like hair gel, like inside. I put in something because my hair looks so messy, because here it's too short and here it's too long, and so to kind of, you know, make it even, or like on the same level, you know, I have to take something. It looks horrible. Forget it. So yeah, and unfortunately we are already at the end of my stream, because yeah, Pewty sponsoring always. It's actually expensive as hell. It's $1.30 for a liter. It's actually a lot. Especially, you know, because I drink it like water, because it has no sugar, so no energy. It has 0 calories, so, you know, it's, well, actually 1 calorie. Yeah, 1 calorie. 3 kilojoule. Yeah, 3 kilojoules. Okay, never mind. Well, guys, next week I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a Bisicast, because because I have to do my exam on Thursday, and depending on how it goes, well, because this exam is very important, because it's you know, I have to pass this first now to actually be able to do another exam in January, and yeah, I hope that it works out. Like, I'm so pissed, actually, to be honest, but we'll see. I'm positive. I'm having a positive mind about it, and yeah, I hope that my professor will like it. Okay, that was Adrian Lux, all around. Okay, so it's called all around. No, all allowed. It's called. Okay, for whatever reason. All allowed. Okay. The dub remix. Thank you guys so much for watching. I can't promise about next week. If not, then I'm going to be live, of course, I guess on Tuesday, the week after. So, yeah, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for discussing so much the new Tonja Holma, aka Eric Pritz release, and of course Steve Angello. And yeah, hope that you enjoyed it, and see you on the next Bisicast. Thank you so much. Bye.